Okay, so I came back because I love the idea of helping build a community for mothers, both like prenatally and postpartum. I love the sense of community I get from this group. It's a really group of caring and just really educated, intelligent people, mostly women, that I just really appreciate getting to know better and learning from and sharing ideas with. I knew Jenny from Arizona Breastfeeding Center. I went there with both my daughters when they were newborns for help with breastfeeding. So I was kind of familiar with her and some of the things that she was important to her and that she cared about. And so I came for, I guess, I liked getting to know her and the kind of people that are interested in the birth and postpartum community. I like that world and just wanted to spend time getting to know more info and more people in that realm. So, and I came back because we're through the 4th trimester. My baby I was pregnant last year's conference, and I came back because I had fun last year and I always learned something new, and I don't know, I still feel pretty connected because while I'm not in the 4th trimester really anymore, my baby's still pretty little at 9 months, so I'm still kind of in that postpartum, post-baby stage. And
so what was your main takeaway from today? What did you mainly, did you learn anything?
The most helpful thing actually was I went to the baby wearing tent and they fixed a problem with my KinderPack carrier that's been bugging me for probably months. So honestly, that's really not directly related to the conference, and yet it was, because I could come to a place where I'd find, exactly the right person at the right time to do what I needed. So that was actually the biggest help, was somebody fixed my my carrier that I wear my baby on my back, because I wore her a lot today, and it's so much more comfortable after having done that. The other thing was I liked the matrescence session. I hadn't really known that term, and so listening to that session and getting familiar with that whole concept was also something kind of new to me that I liked. I wish I could have gone to more sessions this year. As a mom of 2, logistics of getting here and getting to sessions is ultimately way more complicated than it was last year. So I honestly didn't get to go to as many sessions as I would have liked, because I'm chasing a 3-year-old around and jiggling my 9-month-old and making sure everybody eats and naps, and it's all harder to make it to everything, but I'm so glad I got to what I did. I would love for us to have more smaller, more frequent events. They do the monthly gatherings, which I love, but for me, I work full-time. I'm a working mom, and I can't make a weekday gathering. I follow it on Facebook, but I can't go to anything. I'd love to, but I can't. So I would love to have other, smaller events because I'd like to stick with this community. I like the types of people that tend to come here. Usually care about things that I care about, like whether it's breastfeeding or baby wearing or postpartum mental health or yoga and things like that. Like, just things that I care about. So I like the kind of people who are also interested in those things. I like networking and getting to know people and talking about those issues, but I can't do it on a weekday as a working mom. So I'd love to see more different types of ways to connect throughout the year, because this conference is great, but it's one big thing, and I'd rather have a few small things too. Not rather, but in addition to, that would be nice. Also, I think to some extent maybe we'll see some separations too, because a lot of this is in some ways, there's a lot of people here who view it as like a professional conference for people in the birth work field, which is awesome and important. And it's also different, though, from families of very young kids who are either pregnant or have babies or toddlers or preschoolers. It's a different perspective coming to this conference as, a mom or as a mom who's also in the birth field for your job. And I feel like the bigger this gets, I think we'll try to see more 2 different tracks kind of emerge, because I feel like both experiences are value, but they're very, very different, and honoring both those things is probably worth doing.